EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 58, right there. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
I'm here all day. Here we go, 47. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On third down, Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that
play. Here's Natson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making
Todd Gurley wave goodbye. 20, 10. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 53 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. After the run, Goff going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Gurley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Gone. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
And that is no good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
We play to win. Let's go.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Here's Austin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Wide open receiver complete. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 6, 1, 8. He's tired of winning. Here we go. Going to 53.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20. Like 5-4. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're online. You're online, baby. Let's get this. You're online.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on. 20.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tighten up. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again they run with Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Prescott now from the 50.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Check three. Hey, look.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 7.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering ball carrier screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. Looking to throw, Haskins.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Oh, yeah. Set up. Here we go again.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Man, I got you.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Right. He's tight right.
Here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Prescott. Escaping the play. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Good job, Ronnie.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. Prescott. Forced out to his left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now Haskins on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll make it third down. Third down, here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't make sense.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll rifle this one deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Second down, Haskins being chased out left. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Haskins. Josh Doxson's got it, complete. First time they looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
That's good for the Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10 at the 44.
On first down, Thompson. And some room to run now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Haskins will throw. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dancing to his left. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 7.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 47 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch that.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 40.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Smith steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
Down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll run the option right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Play action. Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Haskins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Richardson, incomplete. It's 4th down.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And it is no good, so maybe a little final act of mercy there, and that's how this one ends. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.